Hey everyone, and welcome to our NRF2 activation introduction and interview with Lindsay and Carroll Staples. My name is Maija Leyendecker. I live in Bar Harbor, Maine, and work as an estate caretaker, massage therapist, and personal trainer and mom. And I'm here to kind of host this interview as somebody, like many others, who have had and seen remarkable things surrounding the topics that we're going to cover tonight. So to start the conversation off, I'd love to introduce our interviewees, Lindsay and Carroll Staples. So tell us a little bit about yourselves, guys, and kind of give us a little bit of a background to get started.
Hey guys, thanks for being here tonight. I know that you're all really busy, but I'm really glad you're here to hear this information. You're here for a reason, and this is some pretty good information to hear, and we love to share it. So my name is Lindsay Staples. I am from Swans Island. I am married to my husband, Carroll, and we live here on the island with our 3 kiddos. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I homeschool them also. And so I've always been pretty passionate about natural health. So when I heard about this information, I was pretty excited about it. And honestly, when my friend introduced me to it, I had been, pretty dialed in on what I was taking. But when I heard this information, I knew that I had to get my hands on it quickly and had to know more about it. I have struggled with some health issues in the past, and along with my family. So I'm always looking for a better way, how to support us naturally. So that's a little bit about me, why I'm here. And
I'm Carroll Staples. I'm obviously Lindsay's husband. I've been a lobster fisherman on Swans Island for all my life. Grew up here. Lobster fishing is a very physically demanding job. A lot of long hours and late nights, and I'm basically, the reason that I'm here is because over the last year or two, I've really started to feel it. It's kind of started to sink in. A lot more aches and pains, recovery time after fishing, long days. It started to catch up with me. And, long story short, last summer I got really sick and really put us on a search for a healthy remedies of how to get back a little bit of the energy that I'd lost. And that led to supplementation, tons of supplementation, expensive supplementation, and it helped a little, but it just was nowhere near where I used to be. And we were fortunate enough to be introduced to LifeVantage products, and the reason that I'm here right now is because it has changed my health 100% for the better, and I feel obligated to share that with people.
That's awesome. And so the title of this event is NRF2 Activation Introduction. So I feel like an appropriate question is, what is NRF2 activation?
Well, I feel like kind of that to talk about activation, you have to really know what NRF2 is. And I've had so many people ask me over the last weeks of, NRF2, is that in the pill? Is that, what is that, a supplement? And I keep saying, no, it's not in the bottle. It's in your cells. The NRF2 is a protein in the cells that produces antioxidants. And the Protandim, NRF2, activates those cells to turn the antioxidants back on to reduce the oxidative stress. And once I found out that oxidative stress is the leading cause of so many diseases, it just made sense to start taking this product and to turn those cells back on to do what they used to do.
For me, it's activation versus supplementation. And, for years I've been supplementing and trying to figure out, how to supplement my body. Our bodies are really smart. And this is just the difference of activating it, activating your body's own antioxidants, which is, to me, it's so simple. And for me, that's what NRF2 activation is. You're activating your body's own antioxidants. reducing free radical damage, and reducing oxidative stress in your body, which is the leading cause of nearly every disease.
That's incredible. So what is your experience with it?
My experience with it is pretty much a 180-degree turn in my health. I was going down a road where I was going to the doctors and explaining symptoms to them and having tests done for things that I didn't have. The doctor knew I didn't have. And every time I walk out the door, it was they would basically tell me, that's your lot in life, and you're getting older, and you're going to have this, and that's how it is. And I just don't have that anymore. I feel better. That's my experience, and that's the most important thing, is just feeling better.
My experience has been, for me, I was taking 38 pills a day. They were all plant-based natural supplements. I was really tired. Although I eat really healthy, and I really have always tried to, I still had just the worst fatigue. It would take me 2 to 3 hours in the morning to get motivated with coffee. After coffee, I would start doing things, and at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I would have another crash that sent me back to the coffee pot. I had just terrible brain fog. I would walk into a room and just forget what I had gone in for. I was sleeping terribly before this, and I would wake up in the night and couldn't get back to sleep. So just the broken sleep was so hard for me. You know, being a stay-at-home mom, it's a big job and it's busy. So although we recommend that you take this for at least 6 months before you make a judgment call, for me, in the first couple of weeks, I noticed I was sleeping better. And that was just awesome. I felt so good when I got up in the morning. And along with that, I would get up in the morning and I was doing housework before coffee. I felt great. I was ready to get out of bed, which is something I have needed for so long. My brain fog was starting to lift. And I'm not that old. I'm in my early 30s, so I shouldn't have this problem. I was so frustrated with my health, even though I was trying to do everything right. So it's been a really good experience for me. Also, by reducing my oxidative stress, my anxiety levels have come down tremendously. That's something I have suffered with my entire life. We've also had a great experience with our son. He also has had some health issues that we've been trying to help him with. And I've noticed such a positive change in him. His focus is so much better. And I've noticed differences in his handwriting because he can focus better. And we've also been using it for our Newfoundlands. They have a product called Protandim because our furry friends, they also have oxidative stress in their bodies, so we're using that for them as well, and seeing some pretty good things.
Wow, that's incredible. What are the best ways to activate your NRF2 pathway?
So the best way is, for me, is Protandim NRF2. So you're reducing your oxidative stress in your body by taking Protandim NRF2, which is a big deal right there. That's a big thing. But also along with that, I am taking what we call the vitality stack. So I'm reducing my oxidative stress with NRF2 Protandim. I'm also taking NRF1, which is a synergizer for that. It helps boost mitochondria in your cells, which helps with energy, and also ATP in your body, which is it helps with your heart as well. I also love the omegas that come in that vitality stack. It's so good to take a good omega supplement, and what I love about these are that you can source them to the boat. An omega supplement is so good for your brain and your body. And along with that, a probiotic, which is just so good for your gut health. I've learned so much about my gut to brain health, and so this probiotic has Wellmune in it, which is amazing for the lining of your stomach. I also love Axio, which is an NRF2 for your brain. It's brain food. So you have some good things like great B vitamins and quercetin, and you have just some awesome things, L-theanine for your brain. So that's another way I'm using it. And also through a skin line called True Science. So Louisiana State University did a study on the reduction of melanoma skin cancer by this NRF2 activation. So I'm using it topically as well. So I sit in the sun a lot. So for me, I just feel better using it that way.
For me, I mean, I'm basically taking the same things that she is. I take the Vitality Stack, and I drink the Axio. You know, a good example of the Axio is I have a stern man, a man that works on my boat with me. He was drinking 5 to 6 Red Bulls every single day, and I did an experiment with him. We put in same length of day that we normally do. I told him, I said, leave the Red Bulls at home. Don't bring them. I'm going to bring you 5 to 6 packs of Axio, and we're going to do a test. We're going to see if it works anywhere near as good. And he was a little skeptical at first, but he did it. So we went out for the day, went fishing, stayed until I think 9:30 at night, something like that. And he drank 3 Axio packs, and he was more hydrated. He did not have the crash that you normally get where he would have to drink another one, and he didn't have the shaky jitters that comes with it. So the reality is it's cheaper. He drank less of the product, and he felt better when it was done. And needless to say, he bought a box because he doesn't want to drink Red Bull anymore. So that is one definite good thing about some of the stuff that we're taking. I just can't say enough good things about it.
That's an awesome thing. So why this specific product and why this company?
So the company alone, it's I think for me the biggest thing is that it's backed by huge science. 23 peer reviews. It's patented. It's all natural. For me, that's really, really important. The company is amazing. I love being a part of this company because of all of that. They're heart-centered people, and the products are just outstanding. The products alone that are backed by all this science was enough reason for me to take them and also become a part of this company. I love that I can be a part of this huge movement and pioneer this information and share it with everybody that I know and love.
Yeah, and for me, it's the fact that it's patented, peer-reviewed, and you've got institutions and universities that are doing studies on these products, and they're not using LifeVantage's money to do it. Obviously tells you that LifeVantage is doing something right, and they're on to something to make these universities want to do these studies. So that piques my interest. It makes me know that they're doing the right thing.
We're the only product, this is the only product in the world that does what it does, that reduces oxidative stress in your body. And so it's a big deal, and it's an amazing company, and I love it.
How do I get this in my hands?
So we recommend that you get this from a distributor. And so because then you know where it's coming from. Along with that, you're also getting knowledge behind that. So we're here to help you. And Carol and I have decided to become a part of that and become a part of the company. So if you want to know information, please feel free to ask us. We're more than happy to help you. And honestly, if you want to be a part of this and you want to do this and you want to tell people about this, absolutely, we would love to have you help us with that.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get this from a distributor, because when you get it from a distributor, you're getting it from a person that 9 times out of 10 has had a very positive experience with the product. They're personally invested and they care about people. You are going to order this, and you're probably going to get somebody that is going to talk to you about what you need and follow through and follow up with you afterwards. And you don't get that with a lot of other products that you buy. I don't care what it is. You just don't. You don't get that follow up afterwards, and that's what you see with this company.
Yeah, I think that, you know exactly what's in it and what direction, what is it that you need. We like to meet you where you're at. So I think that it's important to know.
Well, thank you, Lindsay and Carol, for sharing this information. And surely people watching will have questions. So private messaging is probably the best way to connect to get those questions answered. Would that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Please feel free to contact us. We're more than happy to help. I love to talk about it, and so do you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to comment, we'll follow up with you too. Message any way you want to get a hold of us. You want to call me on the VHF on the boat? I stand by on 6119 channel 5 sometimes. You give me a call, we'll talk it over.
Yeah.
Perfect. We'd also like to add that, with this science that is being hailed the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in medicine, it also just happens to go hand in hand with one of the biggest business opportunities that we'll most likely ever see in this lifetime. So if you would like to further your knowledge in the science, the health benefits, and or the generational wealth, we invite you to a live Zoom webinar tomorrow, Wednesday evening, and I believe it's either 8 or 8:30. So we're going to do this from the comfort of your home, okay? And Lindsay will post that link to this page. So keep your eye out. Again, if you have questions or if that time doesn't work, there's other ways to get the information to you. And I strongly advise that you get in front of more of it. And we just want to say thank you again very much. Have a great night and be well. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.